Before we get into the Microsoft Flight Sim news, let me use this as an opportunity to wish you and your families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's been an absolute privilege to keep you up to date with all the Microsoft Flight Sim news and releases this year, and I look forward to a very good 2023 with you guys. If you want to win some Microsoft Flight Sim prizes, I'm giving away 15 of them in partnership with leading developers across the flight simulation community for both PC and Xbox. You can find more about that on my giveaway video, link at the top now. A bumper Microsoft Flight Sim news video for you today as we wrap up some loose ends as we move into 2023 from some of the best developers across the community. But before we get right into it, a little message from today's video sponsor. Today's sponsor is FS Academy. This Christmas, if you're stuck for presents and you've got a bit of money to spare, I would recommend you check out FS Academy if you want to improve your flight simulation skills. Here you can see me taking off from Gibraltar Airport after completing a tutorial in their airliner series. It's not just there though, from VFR to IFR, navigation and more, FS Academy has you covered. The best thing is, right now you can get 40% off their tutorial packs across PC and Xbox, a must-have for those of you that want to improve your flight simulation skills. Enjoy the video. Okay, so we'll kick it off with JustFlight with their FSTraffic. Now, I've featured this add-on pretty extensively on my channel recently. To me, that hints that this add-on is soon to be released, just because we keep getting a massive influx of news from the JustFlight team. Now, going off their 22nd of December development update, they've shared some information about 2 recently released videos. We get 2 videos from the JustFlight team on their YouTube channel, one previewing the short-haul AI traffic, and the other previewing the long-haul AI traffic. For those of you who don't know, JustFlight's FSTraffic is a payware AI traffic solution for Microsoft Flight Sim, coming to PC and now confirmed to be coming to Xbox. I know that'll make a lot of you happy. From the videos provided, the models do look very good, from the 747-8 Intercontinental to the A380 to the basic 737 and A320. It is very certain that these are much better than the default AI traffic models, and probably much better than any freeware AI traffic model out there. Hopefully that doesn't come at too much of a performance hit, but you never know. Now, JustFlight in the past have released a list of features that allow FSTraffic to stand out. JustFlight listed 14 key features of FSTraffic. I think they did this simply because they understand that they've got pretty tough competition to beat. That is all the FSTraffic news for this year. By the looks of it, it will be an early 2023 release for this AI traffic add-on, first coming to PC, and then when WASM support is introduced, it will come over to Xbox. It does stick out to me. The level of customization is a main feature here. It does stick out to me. You can introduce your own liveries, third-party liveries, and therefore your own virtual airlines. That's quite exciting in my opinion. But the proof will be in the pudding if they can manage to make this FPS friendly. While providing high quality models, they may be onto a winner. No information on pricing exactly yet, but it will be payware. Now, moving over to an interesting add-on, Parallel 42 have released Flow for Microsoft Flight Sim. This is available in 3 tiers via Orbex Direct. The free tier, which you guessed it, you can get for free, the Essentials tier, which you can get for $15 US, and the Pro tier, which you can get for $25 US. This basically replaces the default Microsoft Flight Sim toolbar. Flow incorporates all of the default options you can change in the toolbar and a lot more, with the ability to do all the stuff you'd expect, like changing weather, changing camera, and the time of day. You can even go a bit deeper than the default toolbar, and it does depend on what version you get, with features introduced such as the ability to find your friends on multiplayer to a much more precise degree, and even toggling your landing gear autopilot flaps, and a lot more. Now, I can't lie, it doesn't really attract me. I'm quite happy with Microsoft Flight Sim's default toolbar, but I will be trying it out and I probably will give it a review. I haven't had time to review the free one yet, but as far as I can see, all it does is redesign the default toolbar, so if you want to get the most out of Flow, you will have to pay. This is on PC only at the moment via Orbex Direct. Finally, with 2 aircraft coming up. First off, FlyInside have released their Bell206 Jet Ranger. Here you can see me taking a look at this helicopter, which has been released for Microsoft Flight Sim on PC for quite the steep price of $37.95. In fairness, it is one of the most highly detailed helicopters I've seen out there. Sounds are fantastic. Flight model is marvellous, to the point where it is challenging, just like a real helicopter. You can go outside and open up almost every single door and hatch and take a look inside there. The only thing I would say is the cabin textures do seem to be a bit on the lower quality side, but really this aircraft has some fantastic systems. We don't often see circuit breakers modelled, but my goodness, they've been modelled to the highest degree on this aircraft. Really high realism. It is quite the challenge to get going. To start up, there is quite the extensive checklist, but to be fair, I have enjoyed it so far. Sound is the real winner here, recorded from the real aircraft. I believe there's over 100 sound effects that have been recorded from the real Bell206 Jet Ranger. You can find a link to it down below. In my opinion, it is great if you like helicopters, but if you're not too much of a helicopter fan, I would probably say you don't need to spend $40 thereabouts. Just enjoy the freeware alternatives, unless you really are a helicopter nut. That's my opinion anyway. It's been released for PC. A fantastic high fidelity helicopter has entered Microsoft Flight Sim. And finally, we've received some new preview images of the C160 Transall from the development team AzurPoly. This military heavy lift aircraft will be coming to Microsoft Flight Sim on both PC and Xbox, with AzurPoly looking for a simultaneous release. This aircraft has been made with performance in mind, with AzurPoly saying that the C160 needs only about half the memory of your typical Microsoft Flight Sim airliner. That does worry me slightly because it means there's probably not too advanced systems in there, but it does look pretty nice from the screenshots you can find on their Facebook page. Sometimes I think it's important not to get bogged down in worrying about every single circuit breaker, every single page of the FMC, and just remember at times some people might not want that. Alternatively, some people will want that, so it is personal choice. I look forward to seeing the AzurPoly C160, which is used by the French Air Force, for example. And it does include some really fun functions like cargo dropping and parachute dropping or paratrooper dropping capabilities. Now that could be very fun. If they can get the animations for that, it opens up a whole new can of worms. Next year seems to be a big year for heavy lift military aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim, with the C-17 and C-5 Galaxy coming from DC Designs. On top of the C-60, oh boy, 2023 is a year to look forward to. All the links for the news sources in today's video can be found down below. From me today, that is your last video before the big day. Please do go over to my giveaway video to enter and be in for a chance of winning one of 15 Microsoft Flight Sim prizes. Have a Merry Christmas. A polite reminder, you can get 20% off the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 via my link right now. But from me today, that is all. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye bye.